So, what is a queen? I mean, we hear that title thrown around all the time, but the essence, right? I think we have to talk about some vital traits, principles, and qualities that every queen must possess in order to walk boldly in her royalty, in her identity, in her authenticity, because her essence has a presence. Let's unpack it. Let's mix it up. What's going on, family? Today you are in for a treat. Yes, I'm talking about the qualities of a queen. Traits that every woman must possess, but also every man must be aware of. Can't talk about queens without acknowledging the kings. Some years ago, maybe you're aware of it, but I wrote two books, Dear Queen Volume 1 and Dear Queen Volume 2. In those books, I defined queen as this: quintessentially unique, empowering everyone naturally. Family, let's hit the thumbs up on this video. Come on, hit the thumbs up on this video. Drop a queen crown in the chat. Drop a crown in the chat. Come on, as a matter of fact, every queen, if you know you're a queen, put your crown in the comment section, right? Because you're going to wear your crown. Not going to frown. You're lifting your head up. Chin up, queen, chin up, chin up. There it is. I really believe, as we think about my acronym of queen, which means quintessentially unique, empowering everyone naturally, real queens don't compete, they collaborate. Real queens are too unique to compete. They're too rare to compare. Here's what they understand. They understand that their royalty demands loyalty. Just because, I need you to understand me, just because you have the outer makings of what a female looks like, that don't make you a woman. HTA, hard truth alert. Matter of fact, let me get a little more comfortable. Let me roll up my sleeves. Let me get to work. Can I get to work on this? You know how I do. You know when I'm here, I go to work and I make it clear. Just because you have the outer makings of what a female looks like, that doesn't make you a woman. Gender makes you female, yes. But grandeur and character development qualifies you to be a woman. Here's what it takes. When you think about a queen, she has an essence. She has a presence. Here's what it is. Her personality is a fragrance, not an odor. Uh-oh. HTA, hard truth alert. Here we go again. Let me say it twice because it's also nice. Her personality, her attitude is a fragrance, not an odor. Why is that? Because a pretty face plus an ugly attitude makes you just an ugly person. I can't see the face for the attitude in my face. It's up in here, up in here. Right? The attitude come with a stench. Gender makes you female, but the grandeur, the grandiloquence, the essence, the presence, the character development, qualifies you to be a woman. Here's what it takes. It takes character to be a queen of quality. Come on. Come on, queen. Type queen. Every queen, type queen. Type quality if you know that you're an OQP type of person. Only quality people because you're only quality person. Type quality. Too unique to compete, too rare to compare. Royalty demands loyalty simply because of the character essence of you being a queen of quality. That here it is that you were created to be. Here's the thing about womanhood. Womanhood is about more than just having a female body. Womanhood is about mentality. And here's the thing about the mentality. A queen's mentality outweighs her feminine physique. Beyond her being slim, beyond her being thicker than a Snicker, beyond her being voluptuous, right? She's a brick house. All of that. Beyond the physique. Because here's the thing with can I kick it old school? The Temptations told you it was a temptation. They said beauty is only skin deep. Why? Because beauty is going to eventually fade. But does the attitude come with shade? Yeah, the shade room. Yeah, it shouldn't be like every single time I'm around you, feel like the shade room. That's all you throwing is shade. Can we let the sunlight in a little bit? Yeah. Do you have the essence of the SON? So you can shine like the SUN? Let me repeat. Let me say it twice because it's also nice. Gender is what makes you female, but character is what makes you a woman. Family type character. Here's the thing, we know how to be a caricature, but do you have real character? Why is that significant to realize? It's significant to realize simply because we're living in a day and age where we believe less is more. Less clothes is more. Less of whatever you wear is more. You know what the role models seemingly have changed these days. Role models for many women, much less girls, is rappers, Instagram models. That oftentimes skews what real character and the essence of what real womanhood is supposed to symbolize, supposed to embody. Significant to realize that because you can be a female and still not be a woman. Being born female does not make you a woman. Doesn't make you a woman any more than sitting in a garage makes you a car. Hear me. What separates you from the masses? You got to think about that. What separates you from the masses beyond your sultry smile, beyond your particular physical pulchritude, beyond your fit frame, much less your voluptuous physique? Because here's the thing, it's a lot of quantity, but quantity doesn't mean quality. Are you a quality person? Are you a quality woman? And here's the thing, as we're talking about qualities of a queen, know that I have to say this. Number one, a queen believes in her dreams. I want to share a few things with you. A queen believes in her dreams. I need you to thumbs up this video if you know a queen believes in her dreams. Shout out to all the members in the chat. Shout out to all my members in the chat. Yeah, my YouTube channel members. I love seeing your badges. If you haven't got a membership, go get one. Link is in the chat. Queen believes in her dreams. Why is that? Because a job is what you're paid for. But your calling and your purpose is what you're made for. Let me say it again. A job is what you're paid for, but your God-given dream is what you're made for. Let me tell you this, Queen. You're built for this. You're made for this. And here's what a queen's focus is on. A queen is focused on building her dream. A queen is a Proverbs 31 woman. A queen is focused on building her dream. Why? Because she's a visionary. Come on, family, type vision. You're a visionary. You see beyond what you see to transform your reality. You have to see it before you see it. Because if you don't see it before you see it, you never will seize it. Who am I talking to? I hope it's you. A queen is a visionary. She's not only a dreamer, she's a doer. A queen's Gucci glasses don't make her a visionary. A queen's sexy specs don't make her a visionary. Why? Because here's the thing. Having sight but no vision just means you're still blind. Not about your designer glasses. Here's the question. Do you have a vision? Not about what you're driving. It's about what's driving you. It's not about the MK watch on your wrist. Question is, do you know what time it is? She's a visionary. A queen of quality is a visionary. She's a dreamer and a doer. And here's the thing. What we have to do is we have to close the gap between dreaming and doing. We have to close the gap between this is what I want and this is what I did. Closing the gap between dreaming and doing. You know why we don't? Because here's the thing. Our lack of focus is in between that. We don't close the gap between dreaming and doing simply because we're stuck in our feelings. Oh, yeah, you're in love with your feelings. You in a whole relationship and a marriage, you're dating your feelings. So because of that, you really don't want to fulfill the dream. It would feel good if you did. It would feel fulfilling if you did fulfill the dream. But here's the thing. Many of you just kind of want it. You talk about it, but you don't act on it. You want it when you feel like it. How'd I know it? Because you won't make any sacrifices for it. You say one thing and you do another. And here's the thing. There's a difference between skill and will. Fine line. There's a boundary line between skill and will. All of us have skill, but very few of us have the will to make it happen. Family type make it happen. A queen of quality, she makes it happen. A queen of quality is not stuck like Chuck in a pickup truck in her feelings. A queen of quality doesn't allow her emotions to run her. She runs her day. Come with me. Why? Because she has EI, emotional intelligence. Andale, andale, mame, EI, EI, uh-oh. It's uh-oh if you ain't got it. Nelly, really? Yeah. EI, emotional intelligence. Yeah, you all frazzled. I know you dazzled. You you dazzled. You G'd up from the feet up. You got your hair whipped, dipped, fried, dyed, laid to the side. You're a bad sister. Got your hair done, nail done, everything did. Are you fancy, huh? Are you fancy, huh? You're dazzled. But here's the thing, since you're stuck in your emotions so much and you're stuck in your feelings, now you're frazzled. And your emotions are like a daytime drama soap opera as the world turns. And so guess what? Everybody's supposed to turn with you simply because your emotions turn. And then when you want to course correct your emotions, you want everybody to get up with you. Sorry, y'all. I was just having a little moment. I was spazzing out a little bit. We all good though. Just because you good don't mean I am. Emotional upheaval. Seesaw. I see it and I saw it. Yeah, that's what it is. Telling me what you want, but not working and putting in the work for it is contrary. Because here's the thing, a queen believes in a dream, and since a queen believes in a dream, since she believes it, she's going to put in the work to do it. You really don't want it. Many of you really don't want it. Why? Because based on your actions, the math ain't mathing. Your words and your actions are not matching. Here's the question that you really have to answer. And maybe this is a question that you need to write down. Note takers are trendsetters. Note takers are movers and shakers. Note takers are money makers. Note takers are innovators. Here's the question that you need to write down. Here's the question that you need to answer. Do I have the will despite how I feel? Hard truth question. HTQ. If you're going to make it do what it do. Hard truth question. Do I have the will despite how I feel? And here's what I've learned in life. The greatest blessing comes from what you don't feel like doing. That's what it comes from. Am I giving 110%? Because if we'll be honest, some of us only giving 30%. You want 110% results, but you got 30% effort. The math ain't mathing. The words and the actions aren't matching. And here's what a real queen understands. Someone who is quintessentially unique. Think about that. Quintessential. Can't find you everywhere. Can't find you everywhere. You're not a 7-Eleven, you're a Ruth's Chris. You're not a thrift store. You're Saks Fifth Avenue. Can't find her on every corner. She's quintessentially unique. You're too unique to compete. You're too rare to compare. I need you to understand me. Queen, your greatness is in your uniqueness. Family type unique. Your greatness is in your uniqueness. Put on your crown. Come on, post a crown in the chat. Quintessentially unique, empowering everyone naturally. Your quintessential uniqueness ought to make you feel like a natural woman. That super singer, Sister Soldier, Aretha Franklin sang. Empowering everyone naturally. It's so natural to you. It's part of your essence and your presence. Now, here's the thing. You're not a thermometer. You're a thermostat. You don't gauge the temperature. You set the temperature. You set the trend. You don't follow the trend. You may never be America's next top model, but as long as your standards are higher than your heels, you can be America's next top role model. A queen of quality is what you are. We're having a quality conversation. I have a special message simply because you're special. On the other side of the break, we got more breakthrough coming to you. Don't touch that dial. Stick and stay. More's on the way after these messages. I'll be right back. Are you an author or aspiring author interested in building your book? Do you want to develop as a speaker and communicator? Listen, check out my array of solutions and systems, like my bestseller book blueprint and successful speaker strategies. Explore my tailor-made programs designed to nurture your purpose and grow your greatness in order to increase your ideas, your impact, and your influence. Visit us today at theeaglesacademy.com/store so you can soar. We're having a courageous conversation simply because you're quintessentially unique, empowering everyone naturally. You're a queen of quality, but here's the thing. You'll never understand it until you get clarity. A queen of quality has clarity. Queen of quality understands this. It's not about being knocked down that defines you. It's about how you get back up after you've been knocked down. That's what classifies, that's what qualifies, that's what clarifies the essence of your womanhood. Here it is. It's what a queen does after she's knocked down that defines it. After the heartbreak, after the divorce, after the ex, do you still have enough faith to say next? After the abuse and the mismanagement of your life, the self-sabotage, even the trauma and the triggers of what it is that you have gone through, the things that become so TNT explosive. People should have healed you and helped you, wound up hurting you, harming you. And now you're trying to piece the puzzle of your life back together again. It can be a daunting task. Here's what you got to do. You got to give yourself grace. Yeah, give yourself grace. If everybody else has mishandled you, why would you do that to yourself? Family, type TLC. Handle yourself with tender, loving care. Embody the spirit of grace. Embody the spirit of forgiveness. Embody the spirit that says, listen, I'm not worthless. I'm priceless. Oh, I don't know who I'm talking to. I hope it's you. Listen, despite what you've gone through, despite how people have mistreated you, despite all the things that you have been through, despite the things that you have dealt with in your childhood that in many cases wanted to arrest your development, you're not worthless. You're priceless. Come on, family, type I'm priceless. I'm priceless. Your heart, priceless. Your mind, priceless. Your soul, priceless. Your spirit, priceless. Notice I didn't say anything about your breast, legs, hips, and thighs that just Popeyes. I'm talking about the immaterial self. And here's what society has done a disservice to you. Society made you believe that it was all about your body, but not your mentality. Society made you believe that it was all about how you look, but really not about how you feel about you. Society made it believe about you competing with another woman. but not completing your purpose and your assignment. Listen, you're not in competition. You're in a place of completion. And for some of us, you haven't even started your assignment. Simply because you've been in such a mode of competition with another woman, but not completion as that woman. Oh, we mixing it up on In the Mix at 6. It's not about what happens to you that defines you. It's how you grow through what you go through. What do they say? Life is 10% what happens to you, 90% how you react to it. We've heard that before. But I want to take it a step further. Here's my spin on it. They say life is 10% what happens to you, 90% how you react to it. But here's the thing, 90% of the time we focus on the 10% to where now the 10% becomes 100% of our lives. Are you hearing me? 90% of the time we focus on the 10% to where now the 10% becomes 100% of our lives. What am I talking about? The pain of the divorce, 10%. The assault that you experienced, 10%. The betrayal, the backstab, the wounds, 10%. How people maligned you, how people gave up on you, how in many cases sometimes people left you for dead, how they talked about you, how they broke your heart, how you had to restart, how you're raising children as a single parent mother. How in many cases you were fighting storms and trauma, but smiling on the outside, hurting and suffering in silence on the inside. As daunting as it may have been, as frustrating, as discombobulating, it's only 10%. Here's the question to you. What will you do with the rest of the 90? You know what the 90 is about? Is how I process my life internally. I didn't say nothing about externally. You know how to put the nails on. You know how to put on your bundles, even when your life is in a bundle. You know how to get your edges together when life has snatched them. Know how to put your heels on. Know how to come in smelling good. Know how to wear your pencil skirt. Know how to put on your Mac makeup and make macaroni and cheese. I'll take a plate of that, please. You know how to do all of that. That's the external. I'm talking about the internal. And oftentimes the internal warfare of what it is that you experience or what you have gone through, that in many cases isolates you, that makes you feel less than. When here it is, the Bible tells you that you're more than a conqueror. Come on, family, you're not just a conqueror. Type, I'm more than that. More than a conqueror. You're more than the lie. You're more than the backstab. You're more than the wounds. Got to find it into a place of wisdom. What will you do with the 90? Because the 90 is about what I and how I process my life internally. The 90 is about who you're becoming. The 90 is about the testimony. This happened, but God. That's your testimony. But God. Went through this, but I'm still here. But God. I was surviving. Now I'm thriving. I had a but God moment. Family type, but God. Would have lost your life, would have lost your mind, would have been strung out. But God. You never lose because you were knocked down. Why? Because a knockdown is not a knockout unless you stay down. Got to get back up again. Put your crown back on. You won't stay down if you put on your crown. Come on. The crown is slipping down because you keep looking down. You only lose because you decided to stay down. A knockdown is not a knockout unless you stay down. Get back up. Come on, family. Type get up. Get up. Get up from the pain. Get up from the negativity. Get up from the isolation. Thank you, members in the chat. Thank you to the YouTube members in the chat. It's so colorful in here. I love seeing your badges. Listen, family, if you haven't got a badge, if you didn't get a membership, go get one. Link is in the chat. Go get one, as a matter of fact. Even if you have to crawl and cry, get back up. Overcome the situation. You're an overcomer. You know why you will recover? The reason you will recover is because you're an overcomer. I believe it was Fannie Lou Hamer who said this. She said, "We did not sing 'We shall overcome' so that when we overcame, we forgot about those who still need to come over." I like that. We did not sing 'We shall overcome.' Y'all know what it is. We did not sing 'We shall overcome' so that when we overcame, we forgot about those who still need to come over. Come on, come over. Yeah, come over to the Eagles Academy. Yeah, come on. You can do that too. TheEaglesAcademy.com. Come over to a place of serenity. Come over to where it is that you soar. Come over by adjusting your mindset. Come over from being conformed so that you can be transformed by the renewing of your mind. A queen believes in her dream. But here's the thing. A queen is not just relegated and left to be a dreamer. Here's what she's a doer. Be not a hearer of the word, but be a doer of the word. Family, type dreamer, type doer, type dreamer, type doer. Here's the thing. When you're a doer, you'll get to the right door. I just substituted the E for O as an overcomer in a place of overflow, in a place of optimization, in a place of output, in a place of opportunity. When you're a doer, the right door will open. As a matter of fact, it's not singular, it's plural. Put an S on it. Doors will open. Here's the thing, to the world, you look ordinary. Oh, that's just such and such. She ain't about nothing. That's just so and so. She just be doing too much. People will discount you as if you on sale, but you're not. You're not on nobody's clearance rack. They can take that and rewind it back. To the world, you look ordinary, but on the inside, here's what it is. On the inside, you have extraordinary power and potential. Here's what you got to do. You got to activate it. You got to activate that purpose. You have to activate that power. You have to activate that potential. Brush your shoulders off. Come on. Brush your shoulders off. Shake yourself. Get back in the fight. It's only right. Fight for that dream. Fight the good fight of faith. Fight the old you versus the new you. The old you wants to overtake the new you. The old you never wants you to become and bloom and blossom like the new you that you are. But here's what it's time to do. It's time for you to bloom where you're planted. Come on, drop a rose. Drop a rose. If you know you were chose, drop a rose. Can I call you Rose? That's what the song say. That's what it say on social media, right? You're blooming where you've been planted. You're not a weed, you're a seed. Come on. You are a seed. You can take a seed and you can multiply it. Whatever you give a woman, she can multiply. Give her a seed, you can give her some children. Yeah, give her a seed, she'll give you some children. Give her an idea, she'll give you increase. Give her a house, she'll make it a home. Give her some furniture, she'll know how to decorate it. Give her some ingredients, she'll make you a meal. Why? Because here it is. Scripture said you are a helpmate. And here's your desire. You desire to help a man fulfill his plan. You know why sometimes women are so frustrated in relationships? Simply because they're trying to help a man who doesn't have a plan. They're trying to help a man understand what his plan is. Trying to create a plan. Well, you weren't called to create his plan. You were called to help his plan out. You're a helper by nature, quintessentially unique, empowering everyone naturally. You have the essence and the aura of a helpmate. A lot of times you've been hit, been hurt, haven't been handled properly. But here's the thing. Yes, you may have been hit, but don't quit. You got to get to the place to where you say, listen, I'm going to stop stopping. I'm going to quit quitting. Why? Because my dream is worth living. It's worth me living my dream. So guess what? Don't you dare quit on your dream. Who are you beyond what you possess? Who are you beyond the car that you drive? Who are you beyond the Jimmy Choo shoes that you wear? Who are you beyond that dress? Who are you beyond that hairdo, the manicure and the pedicure? Who are you beyond the makeup? Who are you beyond the social media filters? Who are you? The essence of your womanhood has nothing to do with your degree. It's what you're willing to turn up another degree. It's how you're willing to turn it up another degree. Essence of your womanhood is not about how you look. The essence of your womanhood is not about what you have attained. It has everything to do with who you are and what you do. Why? Because as a woman, you got to realize this. You are the crescendo of creation. God never even placed a woman on this planet until everything was in place. She wasn't brought into a world of chaos. Adam had to have a place. Adam had to have purpose. Adam had to have presence. Adam had to have power. And then God said, it's not good for that man to be alone. Adam never said it. God said it about Adam. Wonder, what does God say about the man in your life? Does God say it's not good for that man to be alone? He needs a queen of quality like you. Why? Because you are the favor that makes his life greater. Are you the kind of wife that a man needs in his life? Come on, family, type favor. You keep calling yourself the prize. You're classifying yourself wrong. You're the favor. A prize will never be on the tier, on the level of what favor is. A prize you got to work for. Ooh. Favor is who I'm made for. Favor is who I have the grace for. You know you're blessed. My brother who's watching, when God gives you a woman that you couldn't work for. Who am I talking to? She's the favor that you couldn't even work for. She's the favor that you're made for. It's not about what you've attained. It's about how you've maintained. Look at how you've maintained through the tears. Look at how you've maintained through the years. Look how you've maintained when it seemed as if you had more month than money. Look at how you've maintained when your feelings were all over the place and when your emotions had you in a wreck. Look at how you've maintained. It has everything to do with who you are and what you do, not what you have. It's not about what you have. It's about who you are. And you'll never know who you are until you know whose you are. That makes the difference as a queen of quality. You were called to inspire others. You were called to be a nurturer by nature. You are your sister's keeper. And here's what you got to do. If you believe it, you're going to build it. A queen builds her dream. Listen, I know you've been through so many nightmare situations. Who am I talking to? I hope it's you. I know you went through the nightmare of the divorce. I know you went through the nightmare of the abuse. I know you went through the nightmare of the mistreatment. I know you went through the nightmare of what you experienced in childhood. I know you went through the nightmare of the love you didn't receive in foster care. I know you went through the nightmare of how people misused you and abused you, maligned you. But here's the good thing, that God assigned you for a particular purpose. Don't allow anybody to turn your dream into a nightmare. Stop telling your dreams to everybody. Why? Because a lot of folks who want to turn your dream into a nightmare. Yeah. Sometimes what you need to do is just hush. Écoutez, that's the French version. Silence. Let them think you ain't got nothing going on. Let them think you're not building anything. Let them think you just barely scratching and surviving. But here's the thing. Real G's move in silence like lasagna. You're going to get that next week. The G is silent. But here's what it means. It means I got God. It means I got goals. It means I got greatness. It means I have a gift. It means here it is. He's going to get the glory out of my story. Why? Because I got a testimony. I got a dream. And I refuse to allow the enemy to turn it into a nightmare. Family, type dream. Type dream. Type thrive. Type thrive. Yeah. You got a dream. You gonna thrive. But here's the thing. You only thrive by keeping your dream alive. You were created to do more than survive. You were created to thrive. And the power of a queen knows that when she keeps her dream alive, she has the ability to thrive. Boaz found Ruth in the field. Here's the question for you. What is your particular field? Are you cultivating your field? What's in your field? Is it trees or is it weeds? What's the state of your field of expertise? I don't know what field it is. Ministry field, marketplace field, media field, educational field, technology field, software, engineer and design, healthcare field. Are you answering the call to cultivate your field because your field is your dream? Can the right man find you as a queen cultivating your field? Oh, yeah, you're fine. But what else? Oh, yeah, you look like a rose, but are you going to stick me with the thorns? You've cultivated your character. You've cultivated your credit. Hello, somebody. You've cultivated your countenance. You've cultivated the essence of the quality of who it is that you are as a queen. Queen, I want you to sow into this. I want you to sow into this word here. This is a word that you've heard. I want you to sow where you grow. I want you to sow where you soar. In the chat, you will see various links to PayPal, Zelle, Cash App, PayPal, Zelle. Matter of fact, you can even sow through a super sticker. You can sow through a super chat. This has been a super conversation. And I believe as you even sow your seed, you're sowing it into the field that you're cultivating. You're sowing into the prayer of what it is that you prayed for to be an answer, because you're an answer to the right man's prayer. You're the answer. to the dream that in many cases people have tried to deny you of. Once you name your seed, maybe you're naming your seed queen. Maybe you're naming your seed royalty. Maybe you're naming your seed authenticity. Maybe you're naming your seed identity. Maybe you're naming your seed dream. Maybe you're naming your seed vision because you believe is going to be a manifestation. There's going to be a vision that comes to fruition. I want to join my faith to yours, believing 30, 60, 100-fold that is happening in your life. That seed of healing that you're sowing. I want you to sow your seed and I want you to name your seed. This is good ground to sow into. This is a good field to forge through and with your faith. Go ahead, sow that seed because it's not as a debt that you owe, but it's a seed that you sow. And I'm believing 30, 60, 100-fold for you. That hits your business, that hits your finances, that hits your ministry, that hits your family, that hits what you've been praying for, your marriage, your ministry, your identity, your royalty, your authenticity, who it is that you are, the quality and the essence of who it is that you are as a queen. Why? Because you've come into the kingdom for such a time as this. You are that Queen Esther. Yeah, you are that divine daughter of destiny. You are that Deborah. You are the one who has been chosen for such a time as this. Not a follower, but a trendsetter, a history maker, a record breaker, a dream developer. Family, type is mine. Come on, if you believe it, type it's mine. What I've been believing for, I'm expecting God to do that and more. Exceedingly abundantly above all that I can ask or even think. I hope you got something from this. Qualities of a queen. Hope you received something from this. I want to thank you for watching. Yeah, I want to thank you for watching. In the mix of 6 is out of time, but I'm not out of truth. But yes, I want to thank you for rocking with me. I want to thank you for riding with me. I want to thank you for rolling with me. Why? Because that's just how we roll. We do that each and every single weekday for In the Mix at 6. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to subscribe for more content. Help our channel to grow. I'm growing your greatness. I need you to help me to help this channel to grow by giving a thumbs up before you leave. Yes, if you're looking for a dynamic speaker for your event, email me at info@EddieConnor.com. Follow me on all the social sites. Put some respect on my name. EddieConnorJr. Yes. Come on. EddieConnorJr. Visit my website, EddieConnor.com. And of course, family has been fun. But you know, brother got to run. But I want to thank you for rocking with me, riding with me, rolling with me. Shemaine Man, 100 grand, your brother from another mother. Yes, this is what we do. Always. I want to appreciate you for the seeds that you've sown. I got to say that for sure. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the super stickers. Thank you even for becoming members. Thank you, new members. I appreciate you. It means the world to me. I appreciate you for sowing and becoming a member. We're going to keep taking it to another level. Family has been fun, but you know, brother got to run. Want you to know it's been a privilege and a pleasure, a treat and a treasure, a joy beyond measure. But I want you, yes, you, to remember to keep the faith and believe it's going to be bigger, better, brighter. Peace and love. Keep soaring higher. Let's soar beyond my YouTube channel. If If you want something that goes beyond here, you're in for a treat. I have a private mentorship group where I coach, where I teach, and I provide live Q&A insight in our interactive breakout sessions. It's where I challenge you with innovative exercises to develop your skill set. And I provide feedback to foster your growth. We break it all down to build you up in our private Zoom room as we focus on transformative topics with accountability partners who really desire to grow their greatness by soaring into success and greater purpose. Come on, soar to new heights with us in our Eagles Academy. Get your wings to win, and let's soar into more at theeaglesacademy.com.